Throughout Jesus' life, he used words to teach. More than words, he used examples, earthy examples. He talked about mustard seeds. He talked about dogs eating crumbs, spitting on the eyes. And he talked also about lamps on stands, touching, feeding the hungry, healing Jew and outsiders, Gentiles, men and women, rich and poor, and even children. For the apostles, and sometimes for us, Jesus' way of life is perplexing, disconcerting, and sometimes very radical. It was especially for James and John today. They want to climb their way to the top. They want to preserve their autonomy, that sense of self-determination and independence. Sound familiar? Jesus' whole life, in fact, runs contrary to our way of thinking, especially about power and leadership. You know those words that go with that: status, fame, possessions. And then Jesus is saying, to gain our life, we have to lose it, and we have to give up becoming slaves to the illusions of our world and our contemporary society. So often, we believe there is just not enough. Not enough money, not enough time, not enough love. So we better look out for number one. But if our goal is just to get to heaven, same as sitting on the left side or the right side, for Jesus to be great isn't about sitting on the right and sitting on the left. It's not about getting to heaven. It's about serving the other. The first will be last and the last will be first. It always reminds me of a Bob Dylan song. You're going to have to serve somebody. It may be the devil, it may be the Lord, but you're going to have to serve somebody. We don't serve one another to earn a place in the kingdom. We serve because God, as we say, put on our skin to be here on this earth, to share our weakness and to share our life together. And then Jesus sent the Spirit to remain with us until the end of the world. You remember he says, I will send my Spirit with you and it will be with you until the end of the world. So Jesus still serves us through our hands and our feet, our eyes and our ears, and our hearts. So if we want to welcome God into our life, there is no one we can safely ignore. There's a story about the Missionaries of Mercy, one of Mother Teresa's sisters, who was caring for a homeless person in the gutters of Calcutta. An American visitor saw the sister caring for this man, taking care of the festering and open sores of the dying man. And the visitor said, I wouldn't do this for all the money in the world. And the sister looked up and said, neither would I. For Jesus, those who don't have power, who don't have the ability or a place to be welcomed, we have a responsibility. Not just the children, but the powerless, the vulnerable, the old, the handicapped, the sick, the illiterate, the peasants, the shepherds, the widows, the slaves, the unemployed, the alien, the immigrant, the prisoner, and the homeless. How many of these still do not count in our society. This new community of Jesus, these servants of Christ, would be one where the least of humankind would count, and the least would not only count, they would be embraced and they would be welcomed at our table.